Luxury camper vans lose $40,000 in value before you hit 10,000 miles, and the depreciation gets worse from there. I'm breaking down what you're actually paying for in vans like the Winnebago Revel, Mercedes Marco Polo, and Airstream Interstate, the hidden costs, the features that sound premium but aren't, and the one type of buyer who should still consider them. If you're spending six figures on a van, you need to know this before you sign. Section 1. Where your $215,000 actually goes. The 2026 Winnebago Revel starts at $215,000. The Mercedes Sprinter 4x4 chassis it's built on? $65,000 if you buy it yourself. That leaves $150,000 to account for. Roughly $30,000 is labor and materials for the build-out: cabinets, electrical, plumbing, insulation. Another $25,000 to $30,000 is dealer and brand markup. The remaining $90,000 to $95,000 is what I call premium positioning: upgraded appliances, luxury finishes, soft close hardware, leather seating, and the badge that says Winnebago instead of custom built. None of this is inherently bad, but you need to understand that premium finishes don't hold value the way structural upgrades do. The resale market cares about the chassis, the engine, and whether the systems work. It doesn't care if your cabinet hinges are European. Section 2. The depreciation reality. A $215,000 Revel loses 18 to 22% in the first year. That's $39,000 to $47,000 more than most people spend on a new car. By year 3, you're down 35% to 40%, depending on mileage and condition. Why? Because the used RV market is ruthless on high-ticket leisure vehicles. Buyers shopping used aren't paying for the new luxury experience. They're hunting for deals. Your $215,000 van competes with $140,000 used Revels from 2023, and those sellers are motivated. Now compare that to a DIY Sprinter build. You buy a $65,000 chassis, invest $35,000 in a quality self-build, total $100,000. The chassis depreciates normally, around 12 to 15% in year 1. But your custom build, it doesn't depreciate the same way because it's not mass-produced. It's tailored to you, and the market values that differently. Your year 1 loss closer to $10,000 to $13,000, not $45,000. Depreciation only stops mattering if you keep the van for 10+ years. Most buyers don't. They sell within 4 to 6. Section 3. The premium feature breakdown. Let's talk about 3 features luxury vans charge a fortune for and what they actually cost. Lithium battery systems. A luxury van includes a 400 lithium setup and prices it as a $12,000 to $15,000 upgrade. You can buy a 400 Battleborn or Renogy system for $3,500 to $5,000, plus professional installation another $1,000 to $1,500 if you're not comfortable doing it yourself. Total $6,500 max. Diesel heat. S-Bar and Webasto heaters are marketed as high-end. Aftermarket cost $1,200 to $1,800 for the unit, plus $500 to $800 for installation. Luxury brands bundle it for $5,000 to $7,000 and call it integrated climate control. A wet bath with cassette toilet. A Dometic cassette toilet costs $900 retail. A basic wet bath setup, shower pan, fixtures, ventilation fan, runs $1,800 to $2,200 if you source it yourself. Luxury vans charge $9,000 to $13,000 for the same space because it's European-inspired design. Add it up, you're paying $25,000 to $35,000 for features that cost $10,000 to $12,000 if you handle them independently. That's paying $20,000 for someone else to spend a weekend on Amazon. Section 4. What warranties actually cover and don't. Luxury van buyers justify the price by pointing to the warranty. Let's be specific about what that means. The chassis warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles, is identical whether you buy through Winnebago or directly from Mercedes. The conversion warranty is typically 1 to 3 years, but it's narrow. Water leaks from poor sealing, usually excluded. Electrical issues from aftermarket components, not covered. Cabinet hardware that loosens after 10,000 miles on rough roads, only covered if it's a manufacturing defect, not normal wear and tear. And if you're traveling outside the US for extended periods or full-timing in remote areas, good luck making a claim. You can't walk into any Mercedes dealership and expect them to diagnose your custom electrical system. The bigger issue, warranties don't cover what actually breaks. In the real world, vans fail because of water intrusion, electrical gremlins, and wear on custom components, all the things warranties specifically exclude. Section 5. Who should actually buy a luxury van? Let me steelman this. There are legitimate reasons to buy a luxury van, and pretending otherwise is dishonest. You should consider one if you value time over money. If you're a retired surgeon or a tech executive and your time is worth $500 an hour, spending 200 hours researching, sourcing, and building a DIY van costs you $100,000 in opportunity cost. At that point, paying someone else to deliver a turnkey solution makes sense. You should consider one if you have physical limitations. If you can't install electrical systems, can't lift solar panels onto a roof, or don't have the mobility to crawl under a van, DIY isn't an option. A luxury van is the most accessible path to van life for people with disabilities or age-related constraints. And finally, if you're financing and the dealer offers competitive rates, the monthly payment might be manageable even if the total cost is inflated. But, and this is critical, if you're not a retired surgeon with $500 an hour opportunity cost, and let's be honest, most van buyers aren't, then none of those reasons change the financial math. You're still losing $40,000 in year one. You're still paying double for features you could source cheaper. The problem is that most luxury van buyers are stretching their budget, financing aggressively, and convincing themselves the depreciation won't apply to them. It will. Section 6. The 2026 Market Shift. Buyers who purchased Revels, Interstates, and Marco Polos in 2021 to 2023 are now selling, flooding the market with low-mileage used inventory. You can find 2 to 3-year-old luxury vans with under 15,000 miles selling for $130,000 to $155,000. That's $60,000 to $85,000 off the original price. If you're set on a luxury van, buying used lets someone else absorb the worst of depreciation while you still get most of the new luxury experience. Just budget $5,000 to $10,000 for a thorough pre-purchase inspection and potential repairs. Check for leaks, test every system twice, and don't trust the seller's word on maintenance. Section 7. The Smart Play. If I were buying today, here's what I would do. Option 1. Buy a used luxury van, 2021 to 2023 model year. Let the first owner take the depreciation hit. You get 80% of the experience for 60% of the cost. Option 2. Buy a Sprinter, Transit, or ProMaster and hire a reputable custom builder like Outside Van, Vansmith, or Summit Van Co. Total cost $120,000 to $150,000 for a semi-custom build with better materials and more input than mass-market luxury brands. Option 3. DIY or semi-DIY. If you have the time and moderate skills, this is the value winner. $70,000 chassis plus $30,000 to $40,000 in materials and skilled trades is a $110,000 van that rivals anything Winnebago builds, and you'll know every wire and weak point. Luxury camper vans aren't scams, but they're worse steals than most people realize. If you're buying new, you're paying a massive premium for brand status and convenience, not value. If you're buying used, you're still paying a premium, but at least you're not eating the depreciation cliff. The smartest buyers don't ask, "What can I afford?" They ask, "What makes sense for my skills, my timeline, and my actual travel plans?" A $215,000 luxury van might be the right answer, but only if you've honestly evaluated the alternatives first. Drop your budget in the comments and tell me which route you're leaning towards, luxury, custom build, or DIY, and I'll reply with my honest take on whether it makes sense for your situation. And if you think I'm wrong about any of this, even better, let's talk it out.